Hello Year 3 and welcome to your second science lesson of week 2 of summer 1 term. Another video lesson, but this one is all about mirrors. What you will need is a small mirror, a torch, maybe some string or chalk so someone can lay you out a path to follow, some paper and a pencil, and some help maybe from an adult or from a sibling. But let's carry on. So we're going to investigate how mirrors work in reflecting light, and we're going to learn about why mirrors are such good reflectors, how mirrors can be used to light up different objects, and explain how mirrors work in doing different tasks. Right, so some surfaces we know from last week reflect light better than others. The ones that reflect light best tend to be smooth and shiny and flat surfaces. Mirrors obviously are great because they are smooth, shiny with flat surfaces. They tend to be made of polished glass and they have a clear silver or aluminium backing, and it means that any light that hits them bounces straight off at the same angle and without losing much of the definition, so you get a really clear and clear image from the mirror. So the light comes in, it bounces off, which is why mirrors are so good. If the light hits a rough surface, and we looked at that last week with material and cloth and what have you, because the rough surface, some of the light is absorbed, particularly if it's a dark surface, and the light that does bounce off bounces off in all different directions, which means it's not clear and you can't see the image. So that's why you can't see things from rough surfaces, but you can see things from smooth surfaces like mirrors, because as I say, the light bounces in and straight out, or straight down and straight back to you. So what is a mirror? Most familiar types of mirrors is the plain flat mirror we see in our houses. Plain mirrors are made, as I say, of a flat polished piece of glass with a shiny metal backing of silver or aluminium, and light is reflected by the mirror and it preserves most of its characteristics of the original light when it bounces back out of the mirror. So the image you get appears to be reversed, but it is a very clear image. So go and look in a mirror when you get a chance. When you wave with your right hand or raise your right hand, the mirror image makes it appear as if it's your left hand. Similarly, if you move your left hand, then the mirror image, the image in the mirror, looks as if it is actually the right hand of the person. When using mirrors, I want you to pause this video and write down this video bite-sized BBC article and watch it. It's only 1 minute long, but it will really help you understand mirrors. So pause this video, write down the web address just here, and then you'll be able to watch that video. When you've done that, and you may not be able to do this part of the experiment until an evening, if you use a dark room and a torch, see if you can actually bounce the light from your mirror onto other objects using the torch. Now, as I say, you might be able to pull the curtains or find a dark space. It may be that you have to do this in the evening, but see if you can actually bounce the light from your mirror onto other surfaces and see how it works. And you will see that the light bounces off at the right angle, at the same angle that it hits the mirror. Now we're going to play 3 different mirror games. Whilst we're playing them, I want you to think very carefully about how the mirrors are reflecting the light. Where is the light coming from and how's it bouncing off? And you can use, you can record your activities on a piece of paper, but we'll come to that in a minute. Right, the first one is a message mirror game. And I want you to use a piece of paper and a pencil and write a short message, 1, 2, 3 words, and then hold your mirror against the piece of paper, look at your mirror and write down the image you see. So you're actually writing the words backwards underneath, you've written them forwards. By looking at the mirror image, you can see, and copying that onto your piece of paper. Now, if you actually hold the mirror over your backwards writing, you should see it in the mirror as if it is forwards, as if it is the right way round. Maybe you could write messages for someone else to read and try and write them backwards and see if they can hold them at a mirror and read them the right way round, or vice versa. So that's the first one. What do you think is happening with the light there? What do you think is happening with the reflection? How is that working? Where is the light going? Maybe you could draw a diagram to show how that actually works. Right, game two, go and find a mirror in your house, maybe a big flat mirror, maybe in the bathroom, and using the small mirror, see if you can actually line it up so that you can, so that both mirrors are reflecting the image from each other. And if you line it up really carefully, what you should see is lots and lots of you, lots and lots of you. You might be going back into infinity. I know some of you might like the idea of lots and lots of you being the same. I'm sure your parents would love it as well. But what you'll see is lots and lots of images of you, the back and front, back and front, back and front. So what do you think's happening there? How is the light working there? How is that mirror working there? How comes you can see so many images of you? Maybe you could find a simple diagram, maybe with arrows, that show how the light is reflecting and how that creates the different images like this picture here. But try it with yourself first, see what you think. And the final one, you'll need somebody else to help you with this. So maybe get them to create a long wavy line in chalk outside on the pavement, or on the, if you've got a patio area, something like that. If not, you can use a piece of string inside, maybe in your living room, get them to set you a wavy line pattern, and then holding the mirror above your head and only looking at the mirror, see if you can actually follow the pattern around and see if you can actually follow the trail that they've set for you, but only by looking in the mirror, not looking down. Take your time when carrying out this task and make sure you do it very carefully, but think about what's going on, how easy it is, how hard it was, and what you had to do in order to follow the line just by looking up at the reflected image of the pattern that someone has set for you. Right. When you've played the games, I want you to try and write down on a piece of paper, using diagrams, briefly describe what happened, how it happened, using arrows, using annotated sketches to show me exactly what happened with the light, how it reflected, what it worked, how hard or easy it was to do, and let me know how you get on. Get an adult to take a picture and you can load it up to Tapestry so we can see. And I know we are also looking at a way of getting an email address that maybe your work could be emailed through as well, so we can see it that way. Good luck, enjoy it, think about the reflection, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video lesson. Bye.